I'd like to shift the politics of the issue, and historically it's been a sharp partisan divide over climate change and its existence. We're starting to see some cracks in that connection between a conservative worldview and a disbelief in the science of climate change. Two presidential candidates have come out and said it's real, although they're in the second tier. And public opinion polls show that Republicans are now starting to come up above the 50 percentage point and believing that climate change is real. Do you see a shift within the Republican Party in Washington to start to recognize this is real and start to engage the conversation to do something about it?
Well, I think you pointed out some of those indicators. I'm aware that there are a number of House Republican members who actually have put their names to a House resolution that they introduced that certainly that recognizes the reality of climate change and our need to address it. So again, I think that the science is really very clear. I think that people are processing the science, at their own rates. I think it's very clear that the American public has come around to a view that this is real. I think that if you sort of look at, you can look at satellite photographs of the polar ice cap in 1984 and 2012, and you can sort of see that the polar ice cap has dramatically shrunk, right? You can see that, from you see from outer space. You can look around and you can see, glaciers, all over the world in retreat. In fact, there's a projection that Glacier National Park may soon not have any glaciers, right? I don't have to rename it or what. But I think that I think that as the effects of climate change become more pronounced in people's daily lives, I think that affects the way that they think about the issue. It affects the urgency that they attach to doing something about it. And I think that all those trends look like they're heading in the direction of taking it more seriously and trying to find sensible, economically ways of addressing the issue.